All right. All right. Are we echoing still? Hey, Crystal, can you hear if I'm echoing, please? I'm sorry. I keep asking you. Is that was that a yes or no? Okay. Sheesh. That was a pain in the butt. I guess I could. It's starting to work now. All right. So today on the unplanned live stream, man, there's so many unplanned things that happen right now. But my name's Eric Yamamoto, and we're gonna get into this. So sorry, but for all of you that have been on with me and going through this troubleshooting, you guys are dedicated. I really appreciate that. I mean, I hope I didn't waste 45 minutes of your time, but now we're gonna get into it. Um, so we're gonna move on with our shot language. We started off with scale, and then we went to camera angles, and now we're gonna go into camera moves. And now all of these are important because later we're going to start constructing a shot list. And from that shot list, we're going to be able to combine different elements and make it into new types of shots. So it's not camera angles that we're doing today. We're doing camera moves. So I will tick that off and we will begin with our wheel of decision. But before we did that, we did zooming. And that's when I got all these technical difficulties. So this time, I'm going to hold off on zoom, and we are going to do a different one. So let's interact with this wheel of decision. And what are we going to get? What are we going to get? We got zoom again. Oh my gosh. Let's remove that instance. And let's do it again. Yeah, I really wanted to do zoom, but it says drone now. So let's do a drone shot. So what I wanted to say, especially about so one of the things I wanted to say was the big thing about storyboarding, cinematography, directing, production design is technology. Technology is so important because that changes the way that stories can be told. Now, there is a universal way of telling stories, beginning, middle, and end. And then within a scene, there's a beginning, middle, and end. Within a shot, there's a beginning, middle, and end. With camera moves and camera shots, there's beginning, middle, and ends. And that's, it's helpful with animation. It's helpful with live action. It's helpful with music, anything that has time involved. So let me go to my screen share, and we did zoom. So now we're going to go into drone shots. So the thing before, it was called aerial. That's not how you spell Ariel. That's the Little Mermaid Ariel. I don't know how to spell Ariel. That's why I wrote drone. But what's nice about saying Ariel, how do you spell Ariel? No. Let me just look this up. Unless someone wants to type it in there. Aerial shot. There we go. A-E-R-I-A-L, aerial shot. What's nice about aerial shot is that before it was called like helicopter. So an aerial shot is basically something high in the sky. They used to get them with helicopters. They used to be on top. You're on top of a building looking down on the street. But now I like to call it a drone shot because we have the ability to use drones now. And drones have little video cameras on it. And you could like pan, tilt, zoom, you could do all these types of things. But a helicopter, that's pretty expensive. A drone, it's less expensive. So this is another thing to think about when we are choosing shots. It's the price. Thank you, Ryan, Ariel. Peggy Yamamoto, Mom, what's up? You are on. Man, I was having some technical difficulties, but you know what? I took care of it, and we're doing this. Let me go over to this one. Let me turn off this live stream. And yeah. All right, cool. Let's do this. So a drone shot is basically an aerial shot. So let's take a look at some drone shots. I'm going to go into my shot deck. I do think that people should use shot deck because it's so great. Let's look up drone. Drone shot. All right, so here's our drone shots. There's quite a lot of different types, but it looks like they're all like wide. All right, so here, let's write that. Drone shot equals, it's wide, it's definitely moving. What else do we got? 3-point perspective. We also got top down. What else we got? What else we got? I mean, there's 2-point. There's a lot of different types, to be honest. But even there's like a Dutch angle drone shot. There's this one camera operator that I saw in the New York Times, and here I'll show you really quick. So check this drone shot out. So it comes in, and we go through the door, low angle, and it rises up, goes past some people, and it goes through the bowling alley. We're tracking a little bit with the bowling ball. We come all the way around, and then we come through, and then we're going to go into the bowling pin area, up. I mean, this looks like it's all visual effects. And we come through, in, out, through the dude's legs. Wow, this is amazing. So I was so impressed by that when I first saw that. I was like, this is crazy. It's like one of those racers. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that drone shot that we have, that I showed, and I'm gonna board it out a little bit. So what I am going to do is hide this, save as, camera moves. We got that. We'll say this is, we'll do 240. Aspect ratio is 240. Pardon me. stroke. Add all these little framies in here. I have not seen the Kardashian drone intro. That sounds pretty dope. Oops. I would love to check that out. So, for these drone shots, what's really important is you got to know your perspective. That's number one. So let's write that down. No things. No, prerequisite. You need 1 point, 2 point, and 3 point, and how to move them, and also how to cheat. And how to cheat them. So we have our first shot, which is, I'm going to go kind of loose, but our first shot we have, let me get my trusty little triangle, and we know we're high, so I draw the horizon line up there, and I'm looking for shapes right now. Car right here. So we got this right here, and then we are gonna go in this way. I'm gonna try to make this animate a little bit. So we're coming in here, and then now I like doing all of these camera moves and animation and stuff all on thumbnails before I even put it into any kind of program to make it move, because it's just easier to think on a still page. And it's nice to see all of my it's nice to just look at, oh, here's shot 1, here's shot 2, like, and just moving my eyes to see if it works. Let's draw. Here's this car right here, which is a nice point of reference. Show that car leaving. And we're going to start going in. to... Yes, I am slowly lowering the horizon because if you take a look at this right here, I'm taking this, let's start with this shot. If you can see here, our horizon line is tilted like this, and you can see all of so yeah, our horizon line is over here. I know I did it flat like this or perpendicular because later I can go in and adjust. So I'm not worried about the Dutch at the moment, but so that's that first part. And then if we come back here, we come to something like this. And now the horizon is about like right here. So first the horizon was up here. The next the horizon's like about right here. And it's changed to more of a 1-point perspective. So this point way over on this side right over here has now moved to over here. So when you're animating it or when you're in Storyboard Pro, you're going to make that perspective point move over here to be 1 point. So that's what I'm kind of doing right here, subconsciously. So then now, let's say we're right here, we have this over there. Do this for my 3-point perspective. Man, I really should have gone over all the camera angles before getting into all this because there's a lot of things that I'm not explaining, but that's okay. But if you see the progression, just move your eyes. 1, 2, 3. We're starting to go into those doors. And then we're going to come in low, like that. So now the horizon line is very low. Feel free to ask any questions, you guys. I know this can be a lot to take in, and I will do my best to answer them. Maybe I should figure out how to create a systematic approach to this. But a lot of this is just learning how to observe and how to learn how to observe and learn how to make it look convincing. Sometimes you might have to cheat to make it look convincing. Like this. So let's say here, what also helps a lot is having points of reference. So I know that there was like some writing up here. This is called Bolero. So now let's see. let's say a person, we'll add a person exiting right there, just to give it a little scale. We'll have a car maybe come this way, and maybe the car is going to pass through. And this is about how rough I sometimes make it with directors, by the way. Still 3-point. We're going to come in like that. Let's bring this down. And then now I'm going to keep it at that perspective because now I'm not making it look exactly like it because it needs to work for the drawing. You're not copying. Again, when you're using reference, you're not copying. You're just using it to make your own interpretation. Oh, by the way, let me send you guys all my Discord. I'm starting to compile a Discord where people can ask questions, or we could just kind of mess around, talk, see what the next things are going to be. Let's copy this. Here's Discord. Boom. That's my Discord. Come check me out. Let's chat. Let's talk. Would love to do some projects with anybody that's interested. It's always fun. So we're coming through. Still coming in. Go back here. So with animation and stuff, people like to, what I learned from this one artist named Sung An Kim is that every 4th frame you draw a new panel. But for me right now, I need to get to the point, so I'm not doing every 4th panel. I'm just like going to the next space or the next location. So like first we were exterior wide, we're going in through the doors, and then we're gonna go past the lobby into the bowling alley. So those are my little little points of reference of where to take it. See you later, Mom. Thank you for joining us. I'm drawing a person right here. Now we're a little bit higher up, so the camera raised up a little bit. This is the mat. Here's some chairs. And what's great about doing these studies is that you're building the library inside of your head of what is inside of a bowling alley. What are people doing inside of a bowling alley? So like I'm looking right now and I'm seeing that there's people that are walking around. There's this cabinet. There's a table. Deep look. There's signs. There's these air ducts. You're just building that mental library. So like when it calls out, or well, what are the basic things that you need to sell that it's a bowling alley? Why don't we have somebody right here? They're kind of waiting right there. This person right here is giving them a pair of shoes. So you're just trying to sell that it's a bowling alley. And directors really enjoy you adding more. Well, the directors that I've worked, it adds more. What is it called? Life. It adds more humanity to the whole image. So let's keep going right here. Boom, boom, boom. Dope, Ryan. Thank you for joining on the Discord. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna wave hi to you. What up? So we're gonna keep moving through. Gonna come this way. So like, if I were to do every fourth shot on YouTube, it's the these little bracket keys, which is the comma and the plus. I like to move those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. But we'll just go to right here. So I like also looking at this sign right here, because that sign is another point of reference. Point of reference is very important when doing camera moves. So there's like a sign. Maybe we'll have that sign way back there, and then you don't even see the sign, because point of reference, it help. Oh, let's throw in the person right here, and then we'll add the person sitting. Maybe you add like a jukebox or something right over there. So like, these point of references are going to help you move the camera, or give the impression that you're moving through space. So we come through. Now I'm right here. Again, I'm not worrying that it's going to be canted or anything. Another way of saying Dutch. So now we are inside of our bowling alley. Again, now we're in 1-point perspective, but we're going to easily go into 2-point as we make that turn around. So again, point of reference. Let's throw that sign up right here. Now, if I were to do this without reference, I would have to probably do a top-down shot of what it is that the drone is seeing, and then plot it out on where the camera is going to be moving. And then later, I might even take it into SketchUp and play around with it in there to see what it would see. SketchUp is a wonderful program. So we got some chairs, we got some people sitting, people watching. We got a bowler right here. Let's see, we got another bowler right here. We got another bowler, and way down there behind, way background, we got our then why don't we say that this guy right here, he got his shoes, and let's say he's going to start walking this way, and then okay, so let's say we're going to rise up and go this way. So let's say our horizon's right here. We're gonna come up more like this. because we rised up. I just stepped it up a little forward because I wanted to kind of get to this guy over here. Maybe later I'm going to have to do an intermediary, an in-between basically. Camera moves, totally impressed, but man, it takes a lot of frames to get something. So let's see, this character, he's about this tall. He's kind of angled like this. And he's gonna have his ball right there. This is the back of him. Like that. And we're gonna come this way and swing around. So we come up and then down. And now we're isolating ourselves down this one part of the alley. Our bowling pins, and underneath, let's see, here's this. We'll again do point of reference, which is this little overhang thing right here, like that. And then I'm gonna tap on through like this, tap, 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 tap. Okay, so they don't show him throwing it. It's just the ball enters, which I think is something, maybe they tricked it. So we come this way. I mean, not tricked it, but it's, they cheated it, I think. We come this way, and then the camera's going to come around. This. Oh, I think arrows would actually be a good topic to cover. So then we come this way, around. So now here's the vanishing point. I'm starting to move it this direction because let me just put the point of reference of this guy right here. And then there's the ball rolling. We are gonna keep coming around this way. now we're kind of going more profile. So here's the vanishing point right there. I'm moving it right over here. Now it's like a 2 point. Well, it's still a 3 point, but. So here's this like gutter. Now the gutter is going to be more like this. And then we're going to feel the ball right here. So we passed that point of reference. Now we have the lights as a point of reference. Actually, those lights need to be this way, throwing in that drop shadow, make it feel grounded. And this ball is moving this way, and we are going to keep on moving like this. We're going to keep like orbiting around it. And now we're moving this vanishing point this way. So this vanishing point is moving. So this vanishing point is moving this way. This vanishing point is moving down this way. This vanishing point is still moving this way. This vanishing point is going to move off the frame, and this one's going to start moving into frame. So I'll put it like right here. That's my 2-point perspective. Well, 3-point, but 2-point dominant. Our ball right here because we got closer. But I want to show that we're going in this lane. So why don't we go like this? These are the lights. So now, let me go into Storyboard Pro really quick. Let's do a new project. I'm going to call this one this is our drone shot. This is episode 14. Drone. Call this. Excuse me. Does anybody out here use Storyboard Pro? Anyone else? So what I like doing in Storyboard Pro is I like taking the frames now and I go right here and I copy it. Oh, that's so cool you bought the Perpetual. When did you get that? Like a long time ago, right, Ryan? What was like a year or two ago? Which Perpetual did you get? I mean, I have monthly. I want Perpetual. Shoot. So as I'm copying and pasting these guys in here, I'm just seeing how it's working. But what version are you on, Ryan? Right? Like I'm on Storyboard Pro 22. Is it? I thought Perpetual only goes up to 6, version 6. Is 22 Perpetual? Okay. Well, I want to do that. Shoot. But you have 22 Perpetual. Like 22 without having to do monthly subscribing, right? Wow, that is so cool. So lucky, man. That is dope. I forget, are you in animation, Ryan? Or live action? I think you said you did comic books before. Yeah, this is looking pretty good so far. I was trying to get an animation, but last few years it's been more difficult. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of projects have been getting canceled. So yeah, it's kind of tough. Let's see. All right, so far, I put this all into Storyboard Pro. We're high, we're wide, we come through, we're coming lower, and then we go into this bolero, past the doorways, and then past the lobby and into the bowling alley. We go up, and we follow one character right here. We come through. The vanishing point starts moving because we're starting to go camera left and orbiting around this ball. And that's where we are. Now, I could just, throw on the onion skin and keep going from here, which maybe is not a bad idea to start just drawing it out. Ah, I see. Well, let's find some work. Hey, wait, have you sent me your portfolio? Do you mind sending me your portfolio? I'd like to take a look. All right, let's go back here. Oh, it will turn around. It will turn around. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to make this vanishing point move this way from here. I mean, it has to move around. It has to. Yeah, send it in the Discord. So what I'm going to do is throw that bowling ball right here because we're going to move past the bowling ball. And we're going to keep going up. We're rising. And so here's this point of reference, which is the bar. Now, another reason why I do stuff in Photoshop before I go into Storyboard Pro is because in Storyboard Pro, I start getting like keyboard happy, and I start like, you know, doing like seeing it animate, and that's like it can be a waste of time. So we're coming this way. There's the ball. And we're gonna fly over the ball like that. But let's angle it a little bit. Because like when you start getting into animation stuff, you're thinking of like timing, you're thinking of like all these different things. But you know, maybe there's an animator, storyboard artist out there that could, you know, tell me differently, because I don't know. I've never been in. Oh, I try to do animation, and it's it's a little tedious, if you ask me. But it's really nice seeing those drawings move. Like right now, I'm getting a little too caught up. Because right now I got a cell that we're going to go around this pole. So come this way. Again, here's the vanishing point. We're going to be moving it this way. Here's our vanishing point that I'm moving. Maybe you feel like another ball moving there. Or maybe the ball is like right here. Let's move a ball right there. We're going to come around. And it's funny, like right now I'm going like frame by frame, and what's interesting about doing frame by frame is you start seeing like how they cheated it, and like I feel as though they I think there was VFX in it, because it looks like there was a stitch. the other vanishing point this way. Let's keep moving. I'm noticing they're doing a lot of foreground stuff, which is cool. Always have stuff passing in the foreground. So yeah, drone shots can be very dynamic, which if you have a good drone controller. So I'm already making it turn to look at the bowlers over there. So this is still profile. Maybe you start feeling a bowler right there. Nah. What's interesting, I'm looking at this pillar right here, and I have a feeling that it looks CG. That pillar looks CG kind of. I'm just not sure, but we come around, and I'm looking. This is my point of reference right now when I'm doing this. So coming around, we see the ball. We're still coming through, and then let's say we're all the way over here. This is the wall, the back wall. We're coming through, around. Now here's the back wall right here. So maybe the back wall should be right over here. Maybe you do feel bowlers. Maybe they're not that far away. See how it's just getting into the minutia, which I feel like I should just go back to this drawing and then come back here. This, and then so we come here. Let's go. Skibidi. Something happened. What is that? So let's go here. I just decided, you know, let's just keep moving forward with the Storyboard Pro. So now I'm going to move my vanishing point this way. So this is how it's looking. You see how I'm moving it? Let's move it again. Like that. ball's going to go under the camera. We're going to see another ball. Right there. Here's the wall right there. See any people yet, but we come this way. Let's go to the next. Right here. That. I recommend everybody do this so they get in the feel of I mean, it's one thing watching me do it, but it is another thing you doing it yourself, and you to get to experience and feel how it's done, and then you'll come up with your own take on how to do all this. You know, it might be a little different, and that's okay. That's how like style comes in. But this is how it made sense to me. So we have right here. And now I'm going to move this to being over here. There's these people over there. Let's throw these people smaller. And now they're getting bigger because we're getting closer to them. And I wonder if the live stream would be better if I had this all prepared in advance rather than just doing it on the fly. Or is it more fun seeing me do it on the fly? I don't know. I can't see. You guys let me know. All right, you guys, I got to call it a day. Again, I got to figure out this whole car situation because someone crashed me the other day. So this is, one drone shot. There are many different types of drone shots. Let's get into it more tomorrow, and we'll figure it out. But we started with a difficult one. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and hopefully there won't be any technical difficulties tomorrow. Thanks again, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.